We need fresh ideas. We need fresh thinking. We need fresh approach. And that fresh approach is one and one thing only. The ANC does not belong to DA. The ANC does not belong to HELEN ZILLE. The ANC must reclaim its stand at any time. We might be a generation of government of national unity, but our approach is very simple. It's the total emancipation for power for everyone, so that the ANC must lead this government and the ANC must lead this country alone without any other person accompanying us. The outcome of this conference. Some of us are proud that we went through your discussion document. And some of us are proud that we went through your preparations. There might be challenges, there might be limitation. Okusalayo ingola iyahamba iyaphambili. And we want this car to be accelerated to defend the rights of the young people. And we want this car to be strengthened, to be the tool, to be the shield of young people. And we want this car to be given the necessary engine so that it can deliver on the task of young people. Comrades, this conference is going to be a point of reference. After 10 years, you are gathered here to determine who should lead you. I want to plead with you. Let this conference not to be the planting seed or to be the seed that will in future determine where you stand in future politics of the ANC. Let this conference not to be the reference point in future, that it was at the conference of the Youth League, it was at the 15th conference of the Youth League that we differed, and since then you differ permanently. This should be an event, and after this event, whoever comes victorious must be given all the necessary support rather than be given all the necessary headache as people plant for the next conference. So we come to you, comrades. A conference inje, inama tensions. A conference inje, inenkinga zayo. A conference inje, trust sometimes is not trust. A conference inje, idiligate yabalega. But what is important is that after all these things, we must remain united and solid as young people of Gauteng. And you must be proud about one thing and one thing only, the program of action that you'll adopt. So comrades, you have the right to make your own mistake. Comrades, you have the right to elect your own leadership. Comrades, you have the right to determine your own path. Comrades, in the minds of young people, nothing is obvious. In the minds of young people, we must defeat common sense and create new political knowledge that must take the African National Congress forward. If you are going to run this conference and run the affairs of the Youth League through common sense, know that you have failed your generation. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh thinking. We need fresh approach. And that fresh approach is one and one thing only. The ANC does not belong to DA. The ANC does not belong to HELEN ZILLE. The ANC must reclaim its stand at any time. We might be a generation of government of national unity, but our approach is very simple. It's the total emancipation for power for everyone, so that the ANC must lead this government and the ANC must lead this country alone without any other person accompanying us. We need young people to shape that particular future. We are children of Harry Gwala. We are children of Chris Hani. We are children of Peter Mugaba. cowardice is not an option. So, comrades, we call upon you to assist us on 4 things, and I'm glad that your leadership have raised them. Comrades, if we can't create jobs for you, all of us must close shopping. Comrades, if we can't create new skills for you, all of us must close shopping. Comrades, if we can't empower young women, all of us must close shopping. Comrades, if we can't create economic freedom for young people, all of us must close shopping. These 4 issues are non-negotiable, comrades. And I want to start with skills, comrades. I'm a believer of skills development. I'm a believer of the need for us to be part of young people that must take over the skills revolution. We must leave this conference knowing exactly the kind of skills that we need for Gauteng. And the kind of skills that we need for Gauteng are simple, comrades. Comrades, artificial intelligence is here. Comrades, artificial intelligence is the future, and we must be the first province that should convert everything that we do to incorporate artificial intelligence. We'll not do that if we don't have the necessary skills that we need. But we can also have the skills if we can fuel and support those that are doing well within the higher education space. And I'm glad your leader raised the issue of GCRA. It's because GCRA has failed young people. It's because GCRA has been converted to be an institution of friends and girlfriends. I'm taking over that institution to come and report directly in my office. To come and report directly in my office. Because if you can't give young people bursaries, if you can't give young people skills, if you can't give young people opportunities, would have betrayed this revolution. So I want to assure you, comrades, I want to assure you, a new GCRA will rise. A GCRA that will be controlled by young people, a GCRA that will listen to the wishes of young people, a GCRA that will be administered by young people. Abantu abadala mabayeke banikeze ingane the right to run this institution. But I need one favor from you, comrades. Only one favor. We are about to finalize the appointment of the Youth Council, Advisory Council in our province. I'm not apologetic. 80% of Youth Advisory Council in Gauteng must come from the Progressive Youth Alliance and represent us in that thing. And that's how we strengthen policies and how we influence policies. So, comrades, the issue of skills development should be the hallmark of this conference. You must tell us what are the skills that we need in our schools. We are proud, comrades, that we are converting our schools to be schools of specialization. Gone are the days where schools are doing the same. Thus far, we've got 36 schools of specialization. We've got the School of BMW in Soshanguve. We've got School of Engineering in Soweto. We've got all these particular schools because each and every school must specialize and provide us with the skills that we need young people to acquire so that they can run the economy of our province. So, comrades, schools of specializations are the key. And schools must also not give one qualification. If you fail to reach that qualification called matric, you have no skill to show. So each and every school, each and every grade in Gauteng must have something that we call multi-certification. For example, all grade 11 in Gauteng, by the time they leave grade 11, they must have their K53 driver's license inside their classroom. We want all our grade 6 in Gauteng to know how to fix elevators and lifts. We now want all our grade 8s to know how to fly drones. We also now want that all our grade 1 and grade 3 to know sign language, to know first aid, and to know how to fix iron and fridges when fridges are broken. That's the multi-certification that we are talking about in our province. That's the skills revolution that we are talking about, comrades, that we need out of you. So if you can't pass a resolution here, comrades, of the nature and the caliber of skills that you need in Gauteng in the next 20 years, would have failed the generation that is coming. But comrades, within the skills revolution, there is one thing that I'm begging you with all my heart, comrades. I hope the leadership that is coming here will join and amplify our voices. Never and never again that our children and our children's children will be denied access to a school that is next door on the basis that they don't speak a certain language that is called Afrikaans. Never and never again that our children and our children's children will be denied access to a certain school because the admission policy says they've got the wrong color of their skin. Never and never again that we should bend backward when we want to be free, we want to be equal, we want to promote education that is accessible to all, and people will stop us on the basis that they want the school to belong to their children alone. Comrades, on the 13th of February, on the 13th of December, this Friday, it's a deadline. We are willing to accommodate those that are willing to listen to us, but we are not willing to compromise the last compromise that we have. We are willing to build a new South Africa for all. We are willing to watch Mapogo with everyone. They must allow our children to be in the same class with everyone. So on Friday, our president, if they don't want to listen to us, we beg our president, the Basic Education Laws Act, the Bela Act must be signed and must be implemented without fear or favor because we've given them time. What's wrong when our children can learn together in the same classroom? What's wrong when our children can go to a Zulu class and Afrikaans class and go and play rugby together during break? What's wrong that our children should be in a position to go to a school that is next door to them? So to our president, Friday the 13th is a liberation day for all of us. Friday the 13th is one thing and one thing only. Bela Act must be implemented in full, and Bela Act must represent the future. So that's what skills development is all about, comrades. Comrades, I want to conclude by saying, young people, I beg you, young people, I'm pleading with you, don't be members of other members and don't allow elderly people to influence you.